Hey yo, what's the groove with those who never miss an episode, the Chico Army? But if you're new and you want to join the crew, give me a subscribe and drop that title of Viewer of the Tube. My name's Tyler and welcome to the crypto channel who helps you get laser focused on these markets. You know how we rave down. It's time for Chico Crypto. So you want to party down, you want to get a little loose and crazy with it. Well, why don't we just take a glimpse into the past, present, and future and do a little bit of Chico visualization of just how different our lives will be when blockchain, smart contracts, and now DeFi transform the world's economies into smart economies, and which cryptos could be providing those smart services. So Satoshi and his, her, or their Bitcoin gave us blockchain in 2009, the initial Lego piece needed for smart economies. It created a decentralized record and ledger, removing a centralized middleman for the very first time. But Bitcoin was and is still missing the other piece to make smart economies a reality. So then Vitalik came around and his idea in 2014. His Ethereum gave us just that, a decentralized record and ledger with the ability to initiate and confirm contracts. Ethereum was made to be the world's computer. In 2016, CoinDesk covered this topic. What's the big idea behind Ethereum's world computer? The article says, as a relatively new development utilizing Bitcoin technology, Ethereum aims to implement a globally decentralized, unownable digital computer for executing peer-to-peer contracts. Put more simply, Ethereum is a world computer you can't shut down. This combination of cryptographic architecture and Turing completeness could enable entirely new industries to spawn. In turn, traditional business models occupying the role of middlemen could increasingly feel the pressure to innovate or face irrelevance. And since 2016, the plan of a world computer for Ethereum hasn't changed. John Wolpert of Baseline Protocol and co-founder of Hyperledger Fabric said this in December of last year. 2019 Ethereum, world computer. 2020 Ethereum, world's computer. So you guys got to understand that if Johnny Wolpert is saying this, you better pay attention. Like I said, John co-founded Hyperledger Fabric. So what is this Fabric? Well, it's an enterprise-grade distributed ledger platform, but rather than a permissionless system where anyone can transact and access data, Fabric offers a permission, secure, and scalable platform that supports smart contracts and data privacy. Thus, Hyperledger is the most common blockchain toolset used across enterprises, and the large ones too. Amazon, Comcast, IBM, ING, Microsoft, NASDAQ, SAP, Walmart, and many others. Although there's a problem with this model, centralized and not using a decentralized frame of reference. It creates an industry or company silo. That's what Fabric does. So a Fabric network here and another Fabric network there, but they're not designed to interoperate. How can they trust each other without a middleman? They can't, and that is where Ethereum comes in. Ethereum can be a common frame of reference. And John, who co-founded the Fabric these enterprises are using, understands this. He put out this article just last year. Safety without silos, why businesses will learn to love public Ethereum. In the article he says, to integrate different systems this way requires a common frame of reference. We need a way to pass messages between functions running on separate systems so that they can work together without having to expose the underlying data or business logic indiscriminately. What's new is the notion of using the Ethereum mainnet as a global integration hub, serving systems that would work together without revealing this private data or confidential business logic, even to partners. So Johnny's Hyperledger and its enterprise fabric chains, aka silos, they have been looking to integrate with Ethereum for some time. In October of 2018, Fabric announced it supported Ethereum and the Ethereum virtual machine. Then 1 year later, in August of 2019, they announced Hyperledger Besu, a Java-based Ethereum client, and the first blockchain project submitted to Hyperledger that can operate on a public blockchain, aka Ethereum. And now today, presently, John and friends, including Ernst & Young, Microsoft, and more, are creating the baseline protocol, where Ethereum will be the main point of reference for trust between enterprises. So if you didn't know, Ethereum will be the main component of the future smart services in the smart economy. The writing is on the gosh darn wall. You don't see this level of enterprise involvement with any other public blockchain, and these enterprises will still be delivering the bulk of services down the road. But how these enterprises deliver these services to you will be changed, and let's now take a look into the future of the smart economy. I'm talking 10 to 20 years down the road. Each and every single one of us are going to have an AI assistant or a smart agent. It's going to learn everything about you, understand what you want based on input signals, browsing info and data, location, social ranking, social activity, and more. I mean, the bits and pieces of this are being built as we speak. Brave Browser and BAT token, your browsing data. Foam provides decentralized location services. POAP, proof of attendance, providing social ranking through badges. And Minds and PeepETH, providing the largest decentralized social network services. So all of this data is being recorded on the blockchain and is there forever. Forever. And those smart agents will read and break down and learn from that forever data. And even if they aren't a thing right now or built, they will do it. And even if today you haven't used one of the things mentioned, eventually all data will live on the blockchain, whether that be public, private, consortium, or a quasi-form combination. And agents are going to have it till the end of our times. So since agent will know everything about you, it can do things for you. Like as soon as you begin your route to your favorite restaurant, after picking up your best friend, it orders both of your favorite meals for you, and it's ready as you arrive. Yeah, that is coming. And the transaction, the actual payment, a stablecoin, where you don't even have to pull out a debit card, wait on the waitress or anything. You just leave. It's automatically taken out of your crypto wallet, and the tip is automatically done based on your preferred settings. So this data, all within the restaurante, is highly important. What you ate? Did you change your order before you left? How much did you drink? How much time did you spend there? Your average bill. Dessert this time? What day of the week was this dessert? It's valuable data, and the restaurante now owns it, and it's most likely stored on their personal node or their data provider's node. A node for data, like a Chainlink node? Yep, because if you didn't know, Chainlink nodes are all about monetizing data feeds. And data is the oil of the 21st century, which is currently being mined and monetized by the centralized entities. But that's about to change, unless they play ball, and some of them are, as they realize Chainlink is the digital agent, not only going to serve enterprise, but also medium business, small business, and also eventually people. Because Chainlink Oracle nodes are smart agents. From this blog post put out by Chainlink, analyzing the DeFi ecosystem and the many ways Chainlink can accelerate adoption, they said this in the connectivity section. An Oracle is a digital agent employed by a smart contract to retrieve and or connect to its data and systems outside its native blockchain. So a Chainlink agent may be serving you in the future, and even if you don't have a personal one for your home, let's say, you will still be using one and not even realize it. So let's visualize how. So besides your personal data, what is a futuristic thing we will all be able to monetize? The energy we produce. So a smart agent could be running your home's entire power operation. The power you collect from solar, the power that goes through it to devices, how, when, and the most effective route, saving you money. The unused power can and will be sold into the open markets. It's your power agent. But Chainlink isn't building this agent, it's just an agent of that agent. Let me explain. You guys know Energy Web. It's my pick for this sector. They are building the D3A, which is ironically named the Decentralized Autonomous Area Agent. I just showed this a few days ago, the fractal model of this D3A system, but it will control all the way up from devices to homes to neighborhoods to entire grids. It's highly likely a D3A agent will be working with your home, as no one is as close to EWT and the D3A in terms of reach. Today, it's already working in 250 markets with nearly 500 area agents, and its full release is still on the horizon. But this agent needs another agent, especially for price data, weather data, data that it doesn't capture but is needed in its system. That is where Chainlink comes in, connecting right to the EWT chain. An EWT engineer, and actually the creator of the EWT testnet Volta, Adam Nagy, put out this deep 3-part tutorial of connecting Chainlink to EWT, titled Oracles with Chainlink and the Public Price Oracle. Highly important for Energy Web, but you need more confirmation of EWT in that stanky link. In April, CCO Jesse Morris had an AMA. He said this: "We just announced ENS and Chainlink Oracle services on EWC, which are the first two in this regard." So an Oracle agent for the energy agent. But what about another type of agent? The data agent. And somehow all three of these are connected. Well, this one comes from the Ocean protocol. Ocean is creating AI-based data management services to be used not only by the multiple large enterprises they are working with, but every organization, small, medium, large, and even personal data AI management. So you will have full control over your data, and Ocean AI agents can manage it for you. You could join an Ocean-based data DAO and pull your data together, and this DAO could collectively bargain with those who want to purchase it from you, like Amazon or Google purchasing it from you. Kind of futuristic, wouldn't you say? But that is coming, and it's coming with Ocean. And like I said, all three of these are connected in some way. Well, Ocean created EWAI, an Ocean data marketplace and agents for EWT customers. And then Ocean integrated with Chainlink 2 in April of this year. An Oracle agent is much needed for a data marketplace agent, wouldn't you say? Cheers, I'll see you next time.